Section 1.7 is going to have 3 parts on weighted averages, unit analysis, and formulas in geometry. I think are lumped into one. The first part is on weighted averages. A weighted average is one in which different data sets are given different weights, and one common example is slugging average. A single is worth 1 base, double is worth 2 bases, a triple is worth 3, and a home run is worth 4. So if you're going to compute a batter's slugging average, you would multiply each of their counts by 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then you divide it by the total number of at-bats. Okay? So we're going to look at the slugging average for Miguel Cabrera in 2015. I'm pretty sure that I got this data after 2015, so I think it is the whole season. We'll see. Okay, so we'll see what his slugging average is. So he had 98 singles, so I'm going to start with 98 times 1 plus 28 doubles, so 28 times 2, plus 1 triple, so 1 times 3, plus 18 home runs, so 18 times 4, and we divide that by the total number of at-bats, and the total number of at-bats was 429. Right? So let me grab my calculator real fast, add up that numerator. You need to add up 98 plus 28 times 2 plus 3 plus 18 times 4. So numerator is 229. And I want to divide that by the 492. Or, sorry, 429. There we go. And I get 0.53 4. Around 3 places there. Okay. So we can say that Cabrera's slugging average, or I think was, there we go, slugging average was 0.534 in 2015. And that's how they're calculated. So if you look up a slugging average online, they're calculated using a weighting average like this. Okay. Now, where you might see weighted averages more commonly in your life is in grading. Like this course, for example, uses a weighted average to compute the grades. Okay. In this example, we're looking at a sample course on the top of the page right here, where tests average are 60%, quiz averages are 30%, and project averages are 10%. So in this example, Sue got 2 different scores, 90 and 78 on her tests, and 3 different quiz scores, 100, 185, and then she got an 81 on her project. Okay. So for each of these, we do a regular average for tests, and we do a regular average for quizzes, and then we take those test, quiz, and project averages and multiply them by their category weights to find her overall score for the course. Divide it by 100%, assuming that she has 100% of all her grades reported. Okay. All right, we're going to look at example 2, so we get to work through one of these. This one's already worked through for us. Let's see how it works in practice. This is one sample of what an 039 policy might look like. Okay. All right. In this course, Jackie has a 75% classwork average, 82% homework average, and scores of 71, 63, and 81 on her exams. What is her current grade? Okay. At first, I need the exam average. And there were 3 exams, assuming they're all out of 100, so I'm going to divide those by 3. So 71 plus 63 plus 81 divided by 3 is going to give me her exam average. I need to calculate that first. Okay. So parentheses 71 plus 63 plus 81 close parentheses gives me 215 divided by 3 gives me 71.6667, etc. You could carry more places if you need them. I want to carry at least 4 places so that I can make sure that I have accuracy in my final answer, that I don't have too much rounding. Okay. All right. Now, we're going to work in the weights. Okay. So her classwork average, she got a 75%, so we'll use 0.75. And the weight for classwork is 5%, which is 0.05. plus her homework average, which is 82%, and homework is worth 15%, so 0.15 in this course. Okay. Plus her exam average, so 0.716667, times exam average is 50%, so 0.50 or just 0.5. Okay. Divided by, right? So I need to divide it by the sum of those averages that we added. We didn't get to use all of the items. Perhaps she hasn't taken any quizzes yet and hasn't taken any projects yet, so just want to average it based on all of those items, keeping the ones that she hasn't taken yet out of the picture. Okay, so I'm going to average this over the sum of the weights she used. So 0.05 for classwork plus 0.15 for homework plus 0.5 or 0.50 for exams. Okay, let's get the total for the numerator and the total for the denominator separately here. So 0.75 times 0.05 plus 0.82 times 0.15 plus 0.716667 times 0.5. In the numerator, I'm going to get 0.51888335. Denominator, 0.05 plus 0.15 plus 0.5 gives us 0.7. So 70% of the grades are comprised of classwork, homework, and exams for this particular example. And then I want to divide these two. Okay, so divide that 0.518833 by 0.7 gives me 0.74119, meaning that her percentage for this course right now with those grades registered is 74.119%. So you can round that to 74.1%. Okay. This is how my MathLab grade book works, by the way, if you're wondering how your grade is calculated. It's based off of a weighted average. All right. That ends that section. Next part is part B.